So we have this balloon attached to the tube and attached to the flask. The flask is immersed in hot water. So they ask you what happens if you are immersed in hot water. So the balloon will definitely expand. Why? Because the hot water will cause the air inside the flask to have higher pressure. The higher pressure in the whole system of flask, tube and the balloon will overcome the external atmospheric pressure. It will be greater than that, so we will start to inflate or expand. So that's the reason why. So predict what happens when the balloon after half an hour. After half an hour it becomes smaller. Why? Because the water become cooler, become less hot. So the air pressure inside the flask is getting less. So the outside pressure outside the balloon is greater and pressing down the balloon. So the balloon becomes smaller. So basically you need to have these few keywords. When the temperature of the water decrease, pressure also decrease, the atmospheric pressure, which is higher, push the air out of the balloon. And then they use kinetic theory of gases to explain what happens to the air particles when the temperature increases. This one you need to get things right because you need to have keywords like when the temperature increase, the air particle move faster and collide more often with one another, as well as on the flask. The keyword is collide, move faster, temperature increase. Okay. Explain why aerosol can should not be heated. Because it has a liquefied gas compressed under extremely high pressure. You need to have these two keywords: liquefied gas, very high pressure. Something is already in high pressure. If you increase the heat, you make the pressure even higher, and there's a danger of explosion. The pressure will increase and it may explode. There's a danger of explosion. So give 4 appliances that use the principle of air pressure. Appliances is alat or 用具, siphon, spraying pump, drinking straw, syringe, or any other suitable answers. Okay. What appliance could be used to clear a blocked sink? A plunger, vacuum cleaner, and I mark your papers. Most of you just write vacuum. Vacuum is a verb, 形容词. Vacuum cleaner is a 名词, is a noun. So I'll give wrong if you just write vacuum. Then this lift pump, a lot of you write siphon. Logically, how can you use a siphon? Well, is lower than your level. You can't use a siphon because siphon is from higher level to lower level. Number 3, what causes friction? When two surfaces make contact and move against each other. Some of you actually write when they touch each other, or when they on top of each other. So basically you need to make keywords like move against each other in different direction. Give one advantage of friction: enable object to stop or slow down cars, produce unnecessary heat or noise, suggest two-way roller, lubricant, ball bearing, whatever suitable answer that you give. Okay, so number 4, there's a man carry a sack of rice up the stairs. He's carrying up a sack of rice on stairs, so he has to overcome gravitational forces that pulls him down and the rice down. So you have 60 and 20 kg to overcome. So that's 80 kg times gravitational, we have 800 Newton. So 800 Newton supposed to times the distance covered, so 12 meter. So basically work done is force times distance. And because of this, you're supposed to get 9006 joule. So your 2 marks is your title and your calculation and your unit. But then I felt that B and C is not a very good question because too much of assumption done. Basically, if we go strictly speaking, a force, vertical force, has nothing to do with the horizontal distance, because work done, strictly speaking, it must be force and distance in the same direction. Okay, so I will go for 0 because no work done. The weight here and the distance here cannot be used together because there's 90 degree here. You will learn more about this in Form 4 physics. But for now, I felt strongly that the work done is 0, and compare the amount of work done, so 9006 times 0 is 9006. So basically this is not really good question, So I'll give bonus mark even if you don't do it. Okay, 3 marks, bonus. And then D, calculate the amount of power required to carry the bag of rice upstairs in 40 seconds. So you use back the value that you get just now, 9006 divided by 40 seconds. So that's power. Power equals to work over time. So you're supposed to get 240. Okay, so that's the end of the paper, and I hope that you will understand better by this explanation.